Hello everyone, and welcome to my Versus video of Clone Commanders versus Magnaguards. So this is from the game Star Wars Battlefront 2, and purely about that and not about any films or TV series or animated series, although all of the previously mentioned things are very good. Anyway, so let's go on with it. So, the Clone Commander has a chain gun, which, as I said on the screen, has infinite ammo, so it can overheat, and you have to wait for it to cool down, which is a bad thing, which is kind of the downside to infinite ammo. Also, yeah, it has a charge up time, so when you go to shoot, it doesn't automatically start firing. Press a button and then there's like a delay almost. Yeah, let's just say it's a delay, which is a downside. But so also this gun is very powerful, and it's good against droidicas, because obviously you can maintain this kind of firing rate at them, and then they kind of have to keep their shields on or whatever. And also it's good for making people find cover, which I'll talk about later. And the secondary weapon is just a standard pistol, so not really much to say about that, but it's pretty rubbish. But yeah. Okay, now onto the Magnaguard, although missing the title, but whatever. Anyway, so their main weapon is a Bulldog RLR, which has the ability to lock on, so you fire it and it will like fly through the air and hit them, basically. Well, that's the idea at least. Which is bad against well, on maps with lots of cover, should we say. It's also good against vehicles and turrets, because it's almost like a rocket from a rocket launcher, although it's not quite as powerful, although it still one-hit kills infantry. It's good in open spaces, as I said before, because then it doesn't hit any cover, or just doesn't hit things generally. And then the radiation launcher, which I'm missing the name of, but it's the second picture thing. It's very powerful, and you can one-shot kill things with it, depending on where you hit them and if you actually hit them and not the ground. But it does do splash damage. You can't harm droids with friendly fire because it's a radiation launcher, which basically means that it does damage to cells, and since droids don't have cells, you can't hurt droids with it, basically. Which is actually quite clever on the game developer's part. Anyway, on to the next section. So, gadgets and tools. Didn't really know what to call this bit, so I just called it that. Anyway, so the Clone Commander has an ability called Rally, which is a buff, which gives all allied troops around the commander, when he activates it, a damage reduction. So, he only has one of these, and it only lasts for a certain amount of time. However, I'm not sure how long that is. It's very good when you're in the middle of a fight and there's lots, well, you're with lots of allies kind of thing. And it generally is very helpful. So on to their second gadget slash tool thing. Right, recon droids. So only officers and Magnaguard and snipers have recon droids. Recon droids, you can scout ahead with them, so you can throw them up in the air and then, you know, fly and see what's around, like behind a corner or whatever. It can do damage to enemies. You can self-destruct it, which is a good idea if you're about to die anyway. However, it takes time to activate the self-destruct, but the damage it does is very good. And on Battlefront 1, although we're not talking about Battlefront 1, basically you call in an orbital strike, which was really powerful. But I guess they've kind of nerfed that because it was too powerful. And yeah, so you can do a lot of damage, but you have to be very close to the enemy, because it does have a radius, but it's not very big. So we'll go on to the Magnaguards now. Okay, so their buff style thing is neurotoxin, which doesn't help their allies, but it hurts their enemies, which can be helpful because it weakens the opponents, as said, and just generally giving you an advantage without having to do anything. However, you also only get one of these, and they offer no positive aspects to yourself. Okay, so the Magnaguard also has the recon droid, which, yeah, I've already talked about that. So, I'll let this out. So, what are the differences to normal troopers? So, the difference from a clone commander to a standard clone trooper, they have a higher health, which is obviously a good thing, and they are slower, which is obviously a bad thing. But then again, with Battlefront, the faster you are, the less health you have, pretty much. I mean, it's pretty much a ratio kind of thing. So yeah, there's positives and negatives to having higher health. So, Magnaguards, they have standard health and speed, which basically means that they're just a normal droid with special weapons and special abilities and gadgets / tools, as I like to put it. Okay, what are they good at? Clone commanders are good at buffing surrounding troops with their rally ability, giving them all a defense increase. They're very good for capture the flag. High defense and ability to increase allied defense makes it very good, especially if you and some of your allies are escaping after you've captured the flag, making it harder for them to kill you and get you to drop the flag, and meaning that your allies can help defend you more. They're also good for making opponents find cover or be shot by the chain gun, also keeping them in cover due to still firing at them. So basically, I don't know if that's what the meaning of suppressing fire is, but basically you fire at them so that they take cover, and then what's apparently good is also having a clone trooper with you, who then throws a grenade, and the enemy, or shall we say the droids, have to stay behind the cover, although there's a grenade, so you kind of either make them take the grenade, or they have to come out while you're firing at them with a chain gun. So it kind of gets them out of the cover that you're putting them in, kind of thing. But that's apparently a good combo. Okay, what are Magnaguards good at? They are good in tight areas due to their neurotoxin ability, and the Bulldog RLR is harder to evade if you have less space and less cover. Okay, they're also good for one-shot killing enemies, so if you hit the clone trooper, for example, straight in the body, they will die. So it's a very versatile setup. So you've got your Bulldog RLR, wait, what the heck? Anti-vehicles or turrets or any kind of installation that is that kind of thing. And then the grenade launcher / radiation launcher can be good for anti-infantry and has quite a big radius, so it's good for killing multiple opponents kind of thing. That's also not that bad against vehicles either. So yeah, he's a good anti-infantry, anti-vehicle kind of thing, which is kind of what you want in a normal soldier, isn't it really? Okay, so what is my verdict on who is better? Is that the Magnaguard has better weapons, but the clone commander has better abilities. So rally, I believe, is better than neurotoxin, because the clone commander can use it on himself and allies, so even if there's no one around you, you still get the defense bonus, whereas neurotoxin just doesn't do enough damage to make it worthwhile, in my opinion. So yeah, thanks for watching this, guys, and it's only my opinion. You guys probably have some different opinions. Feel free to voice them in the comments below, and hopefully more of these videos coming soon. Thanks for watching.